Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about the power, the vibrational power of your words. You know, John chapter 1 starts with saying, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And it's interesting that for Jesus, he's referenced as being the Word, the Logos. And words, as we speak them out, are vibrations. You know, there's an old saying that if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, is there a sound? Well, technically not, because a sound is an interpretation by our ears. There's a vibration that occurs, but if there's no one with ears or some sort of measurement tool to hear the sound, to pick up that vibration, then there's no sound. And this is one of the things people don't understand. We talk about vibration, but people shun that and go, oh, that's just that New Age stuff, which of course it's not. There are New Age people who talk about vibration, but that has nothing to do with the scriptural and scientific truths of vibration, that everything down to the quantum level is vibrating. That's basic fact. But what is not understood many times is the fact that our words are vibrational carriers of frequency and power. Now, this is by design. God created us with the ability to speak, and he created us to be in his image and likeness. And in the beginning, what does Genesis chapter 1 say? It says, "And God said." Now, why didn't God just think something and have his creation come into existence? Why did he have to speak? Because everything about his creation was vibrational. And it was to lay the foundation and show us how we create, being in his image and likeness, that we speak forth those things we want. As the book of Job talks about, that we decree a thing and see it be established unto us. And his light, God's favor, his light, his blessings shine upon our ways. This is why it's so important that you have a renewed mind, that you're only focusing on things that are good. You're only focusing on things that are positive, because then you will only speak forth those things that are positive. And you have great power in your words. The power of death and life are in the tongue. That's not just a quaint saying. That's a biblical and scientific truth, that you are giving forth energy, vibrational energy, as you speak. Either repelling goodness from you or attracting more goodness to you. And this can be a hard thing for people to understand, because they've spent their lives from childhood on thinking that everything was somebody else's responsibility. Everything was somebody else's fault. Their life didn't go the way they wanted to. It must be somebody else's fault. They didn't get into the job they wanted. It's somebody else's fault. Not realizing that they have talked their way into the low vibrational state they're operating in, and they keep getting the consequent results of that low vibrational state, which is the disaster that is their life. But, and this is powerful, you can at any point in time choose blessing in life. You don't have to follow the world in choosing death and choosing cursing. God sets before you life and death, blessing and cursing. What are you going to choose? Choose life, choose blessing, speak life, speak blessing. There should never be another moment of your life where words leave your lips that are leaning toward negativity, leaning toward death, leaning toward cursing. Your words should be edifying. Your words should be as the oracles of God. Your words should be uplifting and good, and just the goodness and kindness and love and joy of God just overflowing in your words. Now, yes, this will take some change if you are not currently doing this. This is why you have to renew your mind, not be conformed to the world. And I'm going to tell you what being conformed to the world is. One of the ways of being conformed to the world is following the news, following the media. You know, people are getting all these streaming services, wasting hours of their life each and every day watching videos, watching films, watching movies that literally denigrate them, demean them, drag them down into a lower vibrational state, and make their life worse. Not just from the fact of all the time wasted, but it literally puts them in a different mindset. It conforms them to the world. It undoes any renewing they've even attempted to do. And it makes their life worse. They feel good in the moment because these programs have all been designed to get you that dopamine rush and get you feeling, get you entangled in it and wrapped up in it. But it's harmful to you. We have to be of a renewed mind. We have to be thinking those things that are positive and uplifting. We have to be speaking forth those things with our vibrational power that God's given us. The power of our words to create, to bring about favor in our lives, to speak blessing, to speak life, and to see that manifesting in our lives each and every day. Now listen, I understand that people will not understand this. Your average person, they're conformed to the world. Your average professing Christian, they're conformed to the world. And they will not understand this. They'll be talking about, oh, that's just that positive thinking stuff. Oh, I tried that. It doesn't work for me. And they'll do whatever they can to drag you down into the low vibrational state they're operating in to get you conformed to the world. But you have to rise up. You have to be that man or woman of God who doesn't care about what the world thinks, who isn't concerned with trying to be approved of the world. Your approval seeking is that approval of God Himself. And so you, looking to Jesus, want to be ye therefore perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect, as Jesus said to do. You want to be an imitator of God, a follower of God as a dear child. You are doing your all to become more like God, to think like Him, to be like Him in your creation abilities, knowing that the power comes from Him. It's not some power you took or some magic or anything. It is the way God designed and created you and restored you to fullness by the new birth. And so now you can speak forth life. Now you can decree a thing and see it be established unto you. Now you can believe in your heart, not doubt, not waver at all, and you'll have whatsoever you say. That's the power you have. But you have to recognize it and believe for it and start speaking in line with that belief. If you really believe that you have the power of death and life in your tongue, you wouldn't be speaking the news and the negativity of the world. You would never want to let that stuff ever proceed from your lips. You would speak forth life. You would speak forth blessing. You would speak forth forgiveness. You would speak forth love. You would speak forth righteousness. And my friend, as you do that, you will create the blessed and abundant and opulent and wealthy and rich and glorious life, healthy life as well, that you deserve to have. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.